No one cared about Grandma Helen until the day she became a millionaire overnight. But what her family did next, it changed everything. Helen, a 76-year-old widow living in a small town in Vermont, lived a simple, quiet life. She cooked her own meals, kept her garden alive, and spent evenings knitting sweaters for her grandson, Ethan, the only person who visited her. Everyone else? They had forgotten her. She was the old lady who didn't matter. But everything changed one cold morning. Helen received a letter from a law firm in New York. Her hands trembled as she opened it. It said, "You are the sole beneficiary of Mr. Charles Whitaker's estate." Charles was an old friend from her youth, someone she had once helped when he was struggling. She never knew he had become a billionaire. Helen had just inherited $6.8 million. She sat in shock, whispering, "Charles, why me?" Within 24 hours, the whole family knew. Her son Mark, who hadn't visited in years, suddenly arrived with flowers. Her daughter-in-law brought gifts. Her granddaughter, who never returned her calls, hugged her tightly saying, "Grandma, I missed you so much." But their eyes were not on Helen. They were on the money. They argued about who should help manage her finances. They whispered about splitting the inheritance. They even searched her drawers when she wasn't looking. Helen watched her family turn into strangers. Only Ethan, her 14-year-old grandson, remained the same. He still came over after school, helped her cook, and asked, "Grandma, why is everyone acting weird?" Helen smiled sadly. "One day you'll understand, dear." Her children insisted on a family meeting. They sat around her table and argued. "Mom can't handle this money. She should give it to us now to avoid taxes. She owes us, we've done so much for her." Helen sat quietly, listening to her own family fight over her like she was already gone. She excused herself and walked outside, tears rolling down her cheeks. Ethan followed her. "Grandma, do you want to share it with them?" She shook her head. "I only wanted love, not money fights." Helen thought for 3 days. She prayed. She looked at old photos. She remembered the kindness she had once shown Charles, the kindness he returned. Then she made one decision. A decision that would shock everyone. 1 month later, Helen passed away peacefully in her sleep. The whole family gathered at the lawyer's office, pretending to cry, but excited for the money. The lawyer opened Helen's will. He cleared his throat. "To my son and daughter-in-law, I leave each of you $1. You cared more about my money than me." The room went silent. "To my granddaughter, I leave you nothing. Love cannot be faked." She gasped in shock. Then came the final part. The lawyer smiled gently. "To my beloved grandson Ethan, I leave all $6.8 million. Because he loved me when I had nothing." Ethan froze. His parents screamed. His sister cried. They fought, shouted, and blamed each other. But Ethan? He quietly wiped his eyes. Inside Helen's envelope was one last handwritten note. "Use this money to build the life I always dreamed for you. And never forget. Kindness returns in ways money never can." That day, a boy became a millionaire. Not because of greed, but because of love.